Hello, Lorcana and TCG enthusiasts, and welcome back to yet another Lorcana deck profile. Well, folks, there's only one more week as of this recording before we are officially looking at decks post Into the Inklands. So only two more deck profiles for post Rise of the Floodborn. I'm kind of excited for Into the Inklands. It's going to look like a very interesting things. I haven't read any of the cards yet, but I can't wait to start deck theorizing, seeing what's really good. Looking at decks from post Rise of the Floodborn into post Into the Inklands. So today we are looking at Mufasa, a very interesting deck that kind of caught my attention from how interesting it looks. Not mention we've played a couple of Mufasa decks before, so I wanted to play it myself, see what all the hype is about, how good this deck is. So anyways, this is Amber, Ruby, and let's do the card by card. We have 4 Stitch, 4 Queen. We are playing Stitch Rockstar. We are playing the Shift Big Queen, so we are playing their little counterparts as well. We are running 3 of the Simba, come off, of course, being able to come in on play, not activates bodyguard ability, and then Stitch Rockstar rested so we can draw a card. We're running 2 Snow White to heal our stuff. We are running 4 of the Mother Gothel. Mother Gothel is great because she comes in with 3 damage on turn 2, or we can play her turn 3, and then turn 4 we can bring out Rapunzel, and Rapunzel can heal her. So with that, we're able to draw 3 new cards for basically nothing. So it's really cool. Anyways, we're running 2 of the Queen of Hearts to rush in and deal with stuff. 3 Doc to basically reduce our cost of all of our guys when he quests. So he's already gaining us 2 lore and he reduces the cost of one of our guys. We're running 2 of the Evasive Minnie Mouse. Evasive is still very good. Not a lot of ways to remove these besides, of course, traditional steel cards or traditional ruby cards of just removing straight out. We're running 4 of Rapunzel. You kind of have to start running it, folks. You kind of have to learn that Rapunzel is just super good, folks. If you are getting into this game, I highly recommend picking up some Rapunzels. Amber is just very good as a color and is always probably going to have some meta variety. So it's just a very good color overall. There's a lot of different healing mechanics. We see some other mechanics over here from Into the Inklands. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. So Amber is just a really good color. So if you're getting into this, I would highly recommend starting to consider putting down maybe every so often and getting a Rapunzel in your hand till you got 4. I do not see any aspect where Rapunzel was not a very good card for Lorcana. I'm not even sure when Rasberger plans to do any reprints of anything. Or like specialty prints for cards either. We have 4 of the Mufasa, the namesake of the deck. So whenever this character is banished, you reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a character, you may play that character for free. It comes in exerted, otherwise put it on top of your deck. So you either get to draw it next turn, or if it's a character, we get to play it. And we have a lot of characters. We aren't really playing a lot of items in this deck, so we have a strong chance to always be seeing Mufasa activate, bringing out characters. Like bring out Stitch Rockstar, bring out Lady Tremaine, bring out Maleficent, Stitch, Snow White, Maui, the Queen. We have a lot of very good guys that can come out with his ability. So yes, it is a little gimmicky to kind of know what's on the top of your deck. There's nothing we have the ability yet. Sure, if you were playing Amber Amethyst and running like a Mufasa deck, then you could have the ability of utilizing Cauldron, so you could always know what the top 2 cards of your deck are. That way, then you could stack it and then have Mufasa go off just a little bit better. I could definitely see that as a deck strategy too. Anyways, we're running 4 of the Queen. She's just really good. 4 Maui, because he's the Rusher, Reckless, Beat Stick. We are running 2 of the Snow White. When she quests, she can return a character card from discard to your hand. So we can return those Mufasas. We can return those Rapunzels. We can return those Queens. The Queen and the Queen of Red Hearts. We can turn Doc, Minnie Mouse, Mother Gothels, Maui's. We can return anything we need, or even Lady Tremaine's, to constantly be able to put that pressure on our opponent. We're running 4 Stitch Rockstar. We don't have a lot of little guys, but we do have a good chunk of little guys. So just being able to play all these guys out and draw cards is still just very good. Hand advantage is still very good in this game. We're running 4 Lady Tremaine. This card, I don't think expected this card to be such a big card as it is for post Floodborn, but Whew, wow, it was a really good card. Whenever you play, each opponent chooses and banishes one of their characters. So if they only have one guy, plays down and removes it. Especially in like an Amethyst Ruby deck where you can just bounce this with the Lady Him stuff, or bounce it with Arthur and just get it right back to your hand and have this sitting back in your hand, always threatening every turn to come, bring it down, and do it. Even more, you can play like Shift Lady Tremaine over Lady Tremaine. So if you play this for 6, the next turn you can play for 4 to play this again, and then you can bounce them both back with Madam Him, the Fox, or Madam Him, the Snake. So very fun. We have enough guys on the board, so we're running the Stitch Surfer. You draw 2 cards if you have 2 or more guys on the field. Remind you, he does not count himself when he plays himself. If he has 2 or more, it has to already be 2 or more other characters besides him. And then we're running the Maleficent Dragon. Again, folks, a highly good card to probably consider getting your hands on. Ruby's always going to be around. We're seeing Ruby kind of leave from like Dragon's Fire and all of those other kill cards to kind of more or less just being Be Prepared, Tooth and Nash, and then Maleficent being their kill cards, and Lady Tremaine now being a kill card, though Lady Tremaine is more cost effective. And then finally, we're running 3 Lanterns. So once again, the majority of our deck, 57 cards in our deck are all characters. So that's what makes Mufasa really, really strong. So most of the time, what we want to be getting off our Snow White is a Mufasa, so we can constantly just be bringing out these big guys here. Maleficent for free, the Stitch for free, Stitch Rockstar for free, Lady Tremaine for free. And then if they have to die, Snow White just brings them back. And again, Snow White can cycle Snow Whites. So if this Snow White dies, we can bring out the other Snow White, or even bring a Snow White off of Mufasa, which is amazing. We could just cycle them. So as this is, I think, is bare bones the deck as it is. I'm not really seeing anything you could really change out. Maybe if you like more evasive Minnie Mouses, you could put them in. Maybe you want more Queen of Hearts to punch things. Maybe you want some other Ruby cards, but I think this is about bog standard for this Mufasa style deck. But let me know down in the comments your thoughts on Mufasa. Do you think this deck is going to be able to move into post Into the Inklands? What are your thoughts overall on the deck? What were your thoughts overall on all the decks you saw throughout the entirety of post Rise of the Floodborn? Let me know all of that down in the comments. And while commenting, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and make sure to ring the bell so you can be notified when my videos go live for you. And we'll see you here next time on Mama Dragons TCG.